Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, welcome back to MotoGP 18, where Mario did not have a good time in Japan, but can he be better down under around the Phillip Island circuit in Australia? So here goes Mario for the first of three possible qualifying efforts as he tries the best at its mark, is 32.8 with just under 10 minutes remaining in the session. Got to be careful with riders coming out of pit lane as well as he go for a very quick first corner, as you can see. With a speed of around 120 miles per hour. An equally tricky second corner because it's slower. But look, it just runs on forever and ever and ever. You're just waiting to get on the power before you head to Stacey Stoner corner. Almost forgotten his name. Which is just a left-hand kink, but you've got to watch out for a bump in the middle of that corner before the hairpin. Very difficult braking zone. Just like this left hand as well, but this is uphill, thankfully. And you see the bike nicely grips to the apexes. But all with a 32.8 to chase. He's half a second up apparently on markers. Let's now go over the hill. Then downhill as well into the hairpin. Be careful, got to brake early. Don't want to run wide like that. We're down 9/10 ahead, apparently. Let's head towards the final corner now. Very high speed. Just a slight down the brakes. And commit to the power on the exit. Use all of that curb as well. McDonald's going to do a 31, is he? No, 32.5. He does grab pole then by 3/10, but he can go quicker. Not a good start though, hooking up that curb. And you know other riders are going to be quicker as well than that 32.5. Pole time may be in the 31s. That's not a bad start, and again he's almost 4/10 up on his previous lap. Bit more committed through the kink. And into the hairpin all the way down to first. And hard on the power. We really did hook up this corner first time round. Done it again. He's half a second up. This could be a high 31 then. That would be a good aim. Good benchmark for everyone else to chase as well in the last part of this session. Sort of hooking up that left hand kink much better than the previous lap. Taking the hairpin better as well. Look at that, he's 3/10 of a second up. As we go through the penultimate corner. Might be close enough to get some sledging off those riders in front. It's a bit more of a dab of the brakes into the final corner. Again, running the bike out wide, taking over the curb. And a 31.4. Shut the front door on everyone else. As McDonald grabs by almost a second of the Mark VDS pail of Mir, and Marcus, where did that come out from? Has fantastic that from the San Marino rider. Well, I haven't seen more of this season. With Bagnai ahead of Pacini and Baldessari for an all-Italian second row. Then Shirota, Lowe's, and Hector Barbara in ninth. Fantastic qualifying for Pons. And then Miguel Olivier, the champion, down in 10th ahead of Vergay and Fenati. Binder down in 13th ahead of Granado. Great qualifying from the Brazilian ahead of Ica. You've got Corsi, Quartararo, Marini. We could take Isaac Vinales rounds out the top 20. You have a home hero, Remy Gardner. You've got Bo Bent Snyder, Morgan Navarro, and Dominique Agateur. And it's the Malaysian ahead of Manzi and Odendal. And then we've got Danny Kent on the 10th row ahead of Nakashima and Dinello on the back. You've got the Italian Paoli and Joe Roberts. So for McDonald, can he have a smooth race and grab his second victory in Moto2? So here's Mario running up at the start then, waiting for the lights to go out. Let's get underway in Australia. Just about stays head to head to Barbara as he approached the first corner. Stayed a bit too long in third though, but he's back up into sixth. We've got the top five in front. Let's head towards the second corner, including Barbara's teammate Baldessari battling with Pacini. As in looks like we've got Mark VDS twins leading ahead of Bagnaia. Got Shirota behind in 7th. McDonald in 6th. Trying to chase them through Casey Stoner corner. Good run. He's got 8 laps here in Australia as well. So again, like Japan, might have to watch out for tyre wear late in the race. But then McDonald did his fastest lap on the penultimate lap of the race. So maybe not. So here comes Vergey and Shirota. McDonald outbrakes himself, takes down the Spaniard. Oh, now he gets into his teammate, Oliveira. Oh, McDonald. Maybe he doesn't want a KTM contract for next season. I know Oliveira's won the championship, job done and everything, but there's still a team championship to chase. And you still don't want to be taking out your teammate, the #1 rule in motorsport, the golden rule. As he's going through the penultimate corner. Oliveira looking round the outside, no room at the in, no. McDonald says. Let's go for the final corner, McDonald wide. Just about holds on, has Baldassare Bagnaia battle behind Marquez, Mir in 4th, Pacini in front. The target on his back is the Italian. McDonald's chasing down the inside as he into the second corner. Oh, takes some grass with him. Oh, and here comes Oliveira. Here comes Shirota. Oh, no. There's McDonald's just holding off the German. As he's got, where's he going through Casey Stoner corner? There's a circuit here, McDonald. Once again, you're meant to be turning left, not right. He did that in Japan as well, didn't he? Out on the corners. Got confused where to go. This is down the inside, Pacini just. Through the left hand and got a brilliant run on Shirota on the Dynavolt machine. Round the outside, the German back into 5th. Top 4 getting away though. McDonald's seen a brilliant chance of victory getting away. St. Saudis Needers battling in the early stages. Goes a bit wide into the penultimate corner. Nice and hard on the power though. And through the final corner, gets shoved right by Shirota. He's dirt tracking. He's still going, McDonald, in 9th. What? In 10th by those. As he goes back onto the grass, obviously that's his favourite surface now. Back ahead of those. He's got his teammates in front ahead of Pacini. Got arch nemesis Shirota in 6th now, or 5th. So you go through Casey Stoner corner easy past Pacini. Oh, and he's pushed both his teammates wide. Trying to get past Shirota. Was that Oliveira who went down? Oh, McDonald, don't go back to a garage after this race. He has been a wrecking ball. He's been all over this circuit. He's almost 2 seconds back from the top 4 as well. He sees them getting away. He does not want that. It was Bindu who's gone down. Oliveira in 7th, battling with Shirota behind. That's where you go, McDonald. Get over the hill. He's already close 3/10 up from the gang in front through that ultimate sector. Now can he finally take this final corner how he would like? They go nice and smooth. All the way to the exit curb. Across the line, McDonald qualifying pace 31.7. Marquez leads. McDonald's charging on this 4th lap. That's the fastest lap after being shoved wide. He's now been doing his own shoving. And he knows this KTM is really good around. He loves his fast circuits as well, McDonald. Normally quick round them. As he got Fanati into the top 10 ahead of Quartararo. Got Oliveira behind. Maybe trying to chase up to McDonald as well. That's where you go, McDonald. That's a hairpin there. Got Shirota battling with Piscini over 7th. So McDonald out of that left-hander. Back to 1.9 behind everyone. He's thrown away all that time. He caught up. Thanks for running wide in the hairpin. I don't think that's a corner he's quite got the breaking point right in this race so far. On any of these 4 laps. Maybe he can improve that in the second half of this race. Look at that, beautifully slides that bike into the hairpin. As he go through the penultimate corner. Nicely controls the throttle. And through the final corner. Nice hooking up that apex and maximising the exit speed. He's got a couple pairs in front. Marcus v Baldassarre, Mir v Bagnaia for the podium. McDonald's only in 5th at the moment. But he's got 4 laps, still got a long time to go in this race. He's just 1.5 back. Once again, he's gained back like half a second those final couple of sectors. As Quarto back ahead of Finati, Locatelli. Ahead of Isaac Vinales for 60th. Nakashima and Paoli batting over 29th. Well, got over a second gap to Olivier behind. Over a second gap to the pair in front. Well, he's getting better into the hairpin. He almost hit the apex. And didn't really too much on the exit. But it shows how much good McDonald's pace is. Look at this, he's almost caught up to the pair in front. Half the gap already, that. For his favourite final 2 sectors. And then he might get some slipstream on the start-finish straight. Then watch out. And all the while he's gaining on the top 2 as well. Seems to be in his own league round here. Just needs to keep it together. Piscini in 8th ahead of those. Look at that, nice and early on the power from McDonald. We've got Navarro battling Corsi. Got McDonald setting 31.3. Another fastest lap. 2 seconds ahead of Oliveira behind. He's leading the KTM charge this race. As Lowe's gets back ahead of Piscini for 8th. No, McDonald diving down the inside of, is that Mir? Of course it is. Because you've got Marquez and Baldassarre battling for the lead. But that's separated that battle for 3rd for the time being. Let's see if McDonald can take advantage. Oh, he's got past 1. Trying to dive down the inside into the hairpin. Not quite got the traction. Maybe up the hill through the left. He's all over Bagnaia. Pushing the Italian through the corner. He's got the inside for the right-hander. Sides it through. He's into 3rd. Just got the top 2 in front. Marquez and Baldassarre are still side by side for the lead as well. Rolled through the penultimate corner. He's got Bagnaia trying to go round his outside. Great job from Bagnaia. Does he complete it though through the final corner? No. McDonald takes ownership of 3rd. And with 2 laps to go, can he take ownership of this race victory? As he's 1.2 seconds back of Marquez. Bagnaia got the slipstream. Oh, the leaders have clashed. They've taken each other out. What have you done, Marcus and Baldassarre? Just as we're going to get a grandstand finish. As Navarro and Finati are battling over 13th. Into the first corner. What were they doing? McDonald inherits the lead. He's been doing that all race long in the first half of the race. Somehow he got away with it, McDonald. But the top 2 didn't, as he goes very wide in the hairpin. Bit too wide as well. To the left-hander, but gets a good exit. As he's 4/10 ahead of Bagnaia, but we know how strong he is in the second half of this lap, McDonald. We know how strong he is over the whole of the lap. And after this, he's just got 1 lap to go. Can he hold on? What a superb second half of the race it has been. Since being forced wide. Dirt tracking in the first half of this race. Like, he's doing multiple disciplines this race, not just Moto2, he's doing some motocross. Sure, he gets extra points for that. As you got Corsi and Navarro battling for 11th. We've got the final lap. McDonald, Bagnaia and Mir not that far apart. The podium places. Then we've got Baldassarri and Oliveira in the top 5. Got Navarro and Quartaro battling over the top 10, along with Corsi. You can get into these slipstream battles. Agata and Lowe's do battle just outside the points because of how quick this circuit is, how fast and flowing it is. As once again McDonald goes walkies into the hairpin. Nice and smooth on the power as Oldendale and Barber battle over 20 seconds. With half of that to go, and looks like the San Marino rider is getting his second success. Still Bagnaia within striking distance, so half a second back. Got to keep it together, McDonald. There's Quartaro and Navarro battling over 11th. Verge and Ica battling over 13th, the Spaniards. Into the hairpin, nicely hooking up the apex, McDonald. As you look at the tyres, they're quite heavily worn. Around a third of the tyre left on both. Almost a quarter on the front. But for the final corner, McDonald won't care, as he will get the spray of the champagne for his second victory in Moto2. What an adventure, what a ride. Would have been on the verge of the top 10 with 5 laps to go. Unbelievable. As McDonald wins ahead of Bagnaia by half a second. Mir in third, less than a second back. Then Baldassarri, he'll be thinking what could have been. Along with Alex Marquez in 6th as Olivia rounds out the top 5. And it's Shirota, Passini, Binder and Verge rounds out the top 10 of Ica. Lowe's, his teammate Corsi, Finati and Jorge Navarro and the Grassini just bips Locatelli to the final point by 0.7 of a second. Agata down in 19th, ahead of Marini in the end. Remy Gardner a disappointing home race down in 21st, especially after recent form from the Australian. And right at the back, it is Joe Roberts once again. So in the Riders' Championship, Oliveira over 84 points ahead of Baldassarri. But it looks like the Italian's got one hand on second place now with 50 points available. He is 39 ahead of Alex Marquez. And you've got Bagnaia, Binder, Mir, Shirota, McDonald just 2 points behind the German, as he's 5 points ahead of the German's teammate Verge, now up to 8th. Passini rounds out the top 10. Lowe's up a couple of places, up to 12 ahead of Navarro and Quartararo. Same for Finati, up to 18th ahead of Agata and Barbara. So superb from McDonald. Perfect weekend in Moto2 for the first time, maybe the first of many in the future. His riding position and throttle management at level 82, brace manager at 83, Leanne got at level 84. Lots of development points and reputation earned for the team and for himself. And in MotoGP, Marc Marquez won ahead of Dovi and Rossi. You should know that result by now, it seems. In Moto3, Jorge Martin is your champion. So you know that successor to McDonald's crown. But what would he do to the bike in these last couple of rounds, where we've got Malaysia and Valencia left? We've done all of the aerodynamics. It is not helping that wheel lifting at the front. But what about the braking? We saw he struggled, especially into that right-hand hairpin at the middle of the lap. So definitely has to look at braking in. So is it increase the braking power or just prevent the brakes from locking? I don't think he's had particular problems with locking. It's just getting the brakes to stop the damn thing. So I think we're going to do increase the braking power. And that should be enough. And if he has a good race in Malaysia, you never know, he could have some more upgrades for Valencia. But a race from McDonald, just his 4th podium of the season, his 2nd win though in the Moto2 class. Can he make it 3? Can he make it a double? Back-to-back wins and the penultimate round of the season in Malaysia. So thanks for watching and find out next time.